Good afternoon. Steve Wilson from Grand Junction, Colorado. From my favorite studio, the bucket. And everybody has a bucket and everybody has a list. But this bucket is going to tell us some other things today. In it, I have found a way to describe people's liver. And today, just think of these numbers. Young teenage boys, teenagers, 48% of them have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. What carries on into the senior citizens who all have pretty much a liver problem. And in that liver, by golly, the aging process starts, the disease starts, obesity is there, along with the toxins it's stored that it can't remove simply because of what we continue to put into it. Now, with that as a backdrop, the word bet in Hebrew is a letter meaning house. And that house is the one that we're building today as we speak. It's the one that we're going to move into in a few years. And that should tell you a story, because from the present, we can determine the end, if you will. So if you're putting foods into your house that you're building, that's designed to produce energy, it's designed to produce calmness, it's designed not to accumulate in the forms of fat, you're going to have a very healthy body. But that's by choice, and that choice is going to be made based on how much you know, how much you understand, and then the discipline to follow up. And most people don't understand the obvious things, to me, that there is an incredible payoff for taking good care of your body. Freedoms, physical freedoms, a body really that looks good, it smells good. It's one of those things that you kind of enjoy being in, if you will. So let me tell you about this house. If you build one like that, the house that you're going to move into, then you're going to take that house and you're going to move it into a neighborhood of other homes. And just think about this. You're moving this thing into this home. It looks good. Everybody else is taking care of their house. Things are functioning. It brings up the whole emotional side of life because you see positive things being developed, and that's all good. And by the way, it really smells good there. And I found years of late that smells are so important to us in terms of how we feel. If the aroma is really good, we enjoy that. We enjoy walking into places that have a good fragrance. Now, on the other side of this coin, that you're going to build a house that's with processed foods, with nutrients that are really not nutrients, but they're rocks and they're chemicals. They're toxins to your body. Your body does something with them. And from there, your liver begins to become just overloaded, and it can't process what you're doing to it. The sugars that you're putting into your body to produce the energy that you need is converted to fats. And as we look at this thing, pretty soon we don't like what it looks like. And infrequently, we don't even like how it smells. So these are all little things that we want to look at. And that kind of thing shows up based on your understanding. If you buy into what our community, our culture is selling you, that there's no difference in foods, I would want to be the very first one to tell you that that's not true. So if you follow with that, you're going to take that house, that body of yours, and you're going to move it into another neighborhood. Now, perhaps with your own sanctuary, if you will, you might not be bothered by the fragrance. But I can tell you this, that some of the places that I've been in terms of hospitals, in terms of just beat up communities, they don't smell good. They're not pretty. They're not a place that I would really like to move in and be surrounded by. So if you think about that, the fragrances that come from those places, they're not a real joyful set. So it's by choice you're going to move into this in a few years, and you're going to pay the consequences for what you're not doing. And those are the things that we really want to discuss with you in the coming days. If that's of interest to you, the choice is a very simple one. Can I eat for energy? Can I decide that maybe real foods have a different effect on me than foods that are highly processed? Would it dawn on me that to deal with the toxins of the country, maybe there are other solutions rather than the pharmaceutical side? Perhaps the best approach to this is dealing with your digestive system and your immune system, increase it where it will by itself begin to fight the wars that you have going on in your body each and every second of the day. To understand this will give you the best benefit, the performance that comes from this. You see, it really has nothing to do with anything other than your desire, your knowledge, perhaps not to walk in the ways you're walking right now. If you'll join me on this incredible journey, because you see, we all have a story to tell. We all have never been 100% obedient to the biochemistry, the laws that we function under. I'm going to walk you through some of these things in the coming days, and we're going to have nothing but fun. And the beneficiary of that will be you and your family. Join me, won't you? Thank you again.